Hello, amigas, amigos, amoebas, amoebos, and equivalent. My name's host Eric. I am the host of Talking with Famous People, the world's greatest internet television program in all of human history. I'm here today with Rachel.
Hi.
She's over there. And I am going to provide for you today all of the truths, Just Davis. All of them. All 14 truths. For those of you who don't know, there are exactly 14 truths in the universe. I'm going to go over all 14 of them today. Number one, don't listen to any other truths than this one. Number two, ignore that first truth. Number three, were those two first things even true? Number four, questions can't be true. Number five, hold on, shouldn't we define truth then? I was pretty excited at first. I thought somebody important was here, but then I realized it was just Davis. Is that how people respond to you in other live streams too? How often do you hear that joke? Is it a non-stop cacophony of hearing that joke? That Steve Johnson guy last night struck me as, I guess you might say, unusually ridiculous. This gives insight into the schizophrenic mind, was how he opened. Well, I put the mandolin next door because I don't know if it's my next door neighbor or somebody who's at his house, but it looks like it might be him. Someone next door is playing the mandolin out on the porch. You know, I'm inclined to go say, hey, you want some accompaniment, but, well, I wanted to start live streaming. So that's what I did. I also learned today about a nice neighborhood event the first weekend in June, Mariposa Pines, which is basically just this little street that I'm on, plus a bit of Heights Cove and a couple of houses up on Double Eagle Drive, maybe. There's not very many houses back here, but we're having a community yard sale first weekend of June, and I guess a lot of the houses in the neighborhood participate. We don't plan to participate in terms of selling stuff, but we do plan to participate in terms of buying stuff. We're going to walk around the neighborhood and see all the yard sales. I go to the mall to get one simple thing from one specific store just for them to close early right before I get there. Well, Jess Davis, I think that settles it. You're going to have to pee on their door. They earned it. Pee on the mall's door. It's the only way you'll get justice. Believe me, justice is a lot better than just Davis. Oh, glad to hear it, Just Davis. Well, as you know then already that most paths to justice involve peeing on things. That's how Rosa Parks stopped the bus driver from making her sit in the back. She just peed all over herself. And the bus driver's like, ew, I don't want to touch you. You got pee all over you. And that's how the civil rights movement launched. Is well, I mean, to be honest, Rosa Parks asked me to pee on her, so I said, "Are you sure, Rosa Parks?" She says, "Well, I want to launch the civil rights movement, don't I?" I said, "I guess." So I peed on her, you know. Then, for good measure, I peed on the bus driver. I figured fair's fair. If I'm gonna pee on one of them, I should pee on both of them. This has been a recent topic of conversation since Taylor said the other day something about peeing on people in the shower. Anyway, you know, every Rosa Parks Day, Juneteenth, every Juneteenth, they sell a perfume called Rosa Parks. It's a special limited edition perfume. It smells exactly like my pee.
Like your pee? So Rosa Parks smells. Did she smell like your pee?
Well, she asked me to pee on her seat and her dress so that the bus driver wouldn't make her move from the front of the bus. That was her strategy to getting out of being made to move.
So it was your pee?
Yeah. She said I'd pee on myself, but I just peed before I got on the bus. So she didn't have any pee left in her.
Oh.
So I said, well, I'll tell you what, Rosa, I'll pee on you, but I'm also going to pee on the bus driver. Because that's fair. Fair is fair.
How is that fair?
Well, because it was the bus driver versus Rosa Parks.
Oh.
So if I'm going to pee on one of them, I have to pee on the other one, so neither of the things are taking sides.
That's civil rights.
That's civil rights. I don't want to discriminate against either bus drivers or Rosa Parks. Anyway, that's how I launched the civil rights movement. And also how I avoided using a public restroom that day. Because I was going to have to get off the bus and pee at the McDonald's, but fortunately, I was spared the unnecessary pit stop.
I'm good. How are you? Oh my god. I'm sorry about this morning with the
Rachel's been having an absolute nightmare of a time dealing with her wedding registry. She registered at Anthropology.com, and there's something wrong with their registry thing. And like some of the people that we send the link to, it works, and some of them it doesn't work, and they can't get it to it. And she called Anthropology, and it's been a big problem. It's been Rachel consumingly annoying for her, you know. Naturally, eventually I get annoyed because she's constantly dealing with this thing on her phone and being frustrated all the time and whatever. And I tell her, don't deal with it, you know, because it's just driving you nuts. And she called them this morning. They said, well, we'll fix it within 24 to 48 hours. That's what they said. But it never seemed broken to me in the first place. But other people are saying it's not working for them. So I don't know. Anthropology.com can suck my ass for their butt fuckery. If you aren't peeing on your problems, are you really solving them? It's an excellent, excellent question, Jess Davis. That's a $5 question. I should pay you $5 for asking that question. Anywho, we went to Oakhurst today. We got groceries from the grocery store, which included a new supply of woodland cutlets, for the woodland friends outside. I need to go give them some woodland cutlets here this afternoon. We'll do that shortly. But it also included more beverages. We found the Kern's guava nectar in cans, 50 cents a pop. That's a good deal. You don't usually find the Kern's guava nectar in cans. For a second, we thought, we're like, hallelujah. We found a 12 pack of half and half, Arizona half and half lights. And then Rachel said, no. I said, what? She pointed out, those are diets. So naturally, nobody wants to get diet anything. No sane person does. But what we did end up getting was in the tall boys. The tall boys of Arnold Palmer from Arizona, which are like 16 ounces instead of 12, right? They're like tall boy beers size. And those are a nice treat to have. They last a little longer. Oh, yeah. Aren't they, Just Davis? They're my go-to drink too, man. They are my go-to drink too. Light, though, not diet. Am I right? Because diet ones are disgusting. Diet everything is always disgusting. My my James Bond drink order for Arizona's is half and half light nut diet. It doesn't matter if you stir or shake it to me, but light nut diet is pretty critical. James Bond prefers his martinis shaken, not stirred. Not stirred, not shaken. It's shaken, not stirred. I wonder if anybody says, I want my martini stirred. I think James Bond has like normalized the shaken martini at the expense of the stirred martini. As a contrarian, if I still drank, having thought that now, I would order a stirred martini. Anywho, let's give Woodland Friends some more cutlets. And while we're out there, we'll smoke a quick cigarette as well. I think you guys are really going to enjoy our time together today. I'm on speed. That's always good. Makes for a more enthusiastic and energetic host. I only got 2/3 of my prescription. Yes, Ghost, we are all in agreement here. And I don't think we're the only ones. Arizona half and halves are, if we can go back to the late 90s, they are da bomb. If your last name was Baum and you became a district attorney, you could be DA Baum. To be honest, I don't think I know anybody whose last name is Baum. I kind of like the idea of somebody having that as a last name now. First name Judy Baum. There, I put some more woodland cutlets for the friends. They were totally out of cutlets. And I guess it's my neighbor over there playing mandolin. He's playing over like a backing track that he's got on like a stereo or whatever. I'd be very interested to play with him. That would be very good. I'd love to play music with him. Mandolins are cool. They're like the ukuleles of medieval England. How many ukuleles do they have in medieval England? Plenty of them if ukuleles are mandolins. If you like mandolins, bomb, B-O-M-B. Like, if your last name was Bomb, your first name should be Rocket. Rocket Bomb. That'd be a good name for a son. Or Sutherfield. Sutherfield Bomb. I couldn't read that fast enough. Some sort of question about the neighbor. But it faded from view before I could finish reading it. Oh, I think I have a big poo in my butt all of a sudden. Here. I'll leave you guys here to watch the Woodland Friends while I go poo, okay? You don't want to go poo with me. It's not that nice of an experience, really. For you. It is for me, but not that nice for you. I'll be right back. Well, boy, oh boy. I guess today's Jack in the Box lunch was packed full of probiotics. 'Cause that poop was as hot and stinky as your mom. Now let me get my lighter, which I left someplace. I'll take you with me since I've left you alone for so long. I don't want you to feel neglected. Well, shush, I think it's gonna look a lot better when I get all that dumb gray stuff off of it. In fact, that's probably something I'll do today, now that I got amphetamines. But I should also go take advantage of this opportunity to see if the neighbor wants to play music with me because he's playing the mandolin. But I guess I chose to do this instead. So you got to seize opportunities like this, or you lose them. You know. I guess I'm a little bit shy. I'm feeling a little bit shy. The blue jay is a little bit bossy about the wall sometimes. They'll shoo away some of the smaller birds. I try to tell them all to be nice. Usually they're pretty civil with each other. As long as they leave a little gap in between each other, they'll stand next to each other for a while. That's a good attitude, Misfortune. I like that attitude. Oh, yeah, that was my stomach saying, this Jack of the Box needs to go out of here right away. Oof. Feel a lot better now, though. No, this is the neighbor with the good dog. The neighbors with the bad dog are the loud neighbors across the street. And their dog's not bad. Like, usually it's not barking. It only seems to bark when they're not home, and they're usually home. Somebody's usually home. So, not too bad. They are more loud than their dog. the lady yelling at her kids all the time is pretty loud. She's always yelling things like, will you just stop coming over to this thing right here? I told you to stay away from that. Things like that,
Oh yeah, woodland friends.
Yeah, there's some woodland friends. Yeah, we got neighbors, Barkley Todd. We don't live out in the wilderness that much. We live on a street that's got a series of houses. Some people have more land than others, but we only have an acre. So, I can see my neighbor playing mandolin on his porch down there. I'd much rather be here where I can look down on his house. It's not the equivalent for my house, so it's kind of cool. I can look across and see the neighbor over there. I can't see the neighbor across on the hill. They're too far up the hill and behind the trees. And we can't really see the diagonal neighbor either, but nor can I see the neighbor down there. So I can see two of my neighbors.
You got gifts for my sister.
Oh, cool. Did the cock ring I wanted come? Did she pick that from the registry? I only had one thing I wanted to put on the registry. It was a cock ring.
Of course I put that. I intuited that. That's what
Okay.
makes me an INFJ.
Yeah, good. Because you know, Anthropology has the cutest cock rings.
They really do. They're so inclusive of men.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Anyway, Rachel has been fighting this battle with Anthropology. But you know what I'm happy about is that she's decided now that, okay, she's found things that she actually wants. So she's pushing through here on this and getting it accomplished because she figures that some people might buy some of those things for us.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's like a little selfish.
It's not, because I told you very much explicitly I don't want any things.
Yeah, and I told my mom that. I'm like, Mom, like, there's dresses on there and stuff like that. Like, I want that. I'm not gonna buy mine for myself, but if like someone wants to, like, you know, give us a gift, like Eric said that the registry could be mine. So
Yeah, because I don't really like objects that much. The only thing I want is coming up with Cameron, which is a chainsaw. So Cameron got a good deal for me on one. So I don't need that, so that's it. I mean, maybe like a hatchet or something, but I'm sure Anthropology doesn't have any hatchets.
so yes, Anthropology. Yeah, no.
That's fine.
And it's like whatever, Anthropology. I would have really I would have registered with 3 people if I could have, but they don't have it. So, but I think my sister still thinks that I'm single because we got a mini maker griddle.
Okay.
And a mini My Pint ice cream maker.
Okay, well, we don't have a griddle.
No, we don't.
And I don't know if we want a maxi griddle.
No. We don't have to have a maxi griddle.
I want to share with everybody my idea for a very effective tampon commercial. So Bob walks in to the living room where Judy is sitting. And Bob had a box of Always with Wings tampons in his hand. And he says, Judy, let me mansplain to you why Always with Wings are the best tampons. And then Judy says, Todd, I already use Always with Wings. Go mansplain it to your friends. And he says, good idea. He goes in the other room and he says, Joe, Steve, let me explain to you why Always with Wings are the best tampons. And they both look really interested. And that's the end of the commercial.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I think that would sell a lot of Always with Wings. And you know, those are my favorite kinds of tampons.
Oh yeah, that's what we were laughing about.
Yeah. I guess Always with Wings aren't tampons, huh?
Yeah.
Always with Wings are pads, I believe. But Kotex is tampons. Always with Wings, Misfortune. Let me mansplain to you why. You see, what you're currently using doesn't have enough wings. And the wings help your vag blood not get all over your clothes.
Yes.
Women need everything explained to them.
Mommy just bought one today for you and Carlo.
Mr. Bobby, you know about this, right? You agree that you agree that always with wings is the right choice for misfortune, right? Broccoli Todd, guys, can we all agree on this, please? That always with wings are the right choice for misfortune. She needs help deciding. Yeah, you know what would be funny is to film myself, have Rachel film me. When women are in the tampon aisle, me go say, you really should use this kind of tampon. Wouldn't that be funny?
What?
Like you film me, I go to the supermarket, there's a woman in the tampon aisle. I go up to her and I go, excuse me, but you really should use this kind of tampon.
Oh my god! That would be so funny. The reaction would be like, do 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 do. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like there are varying ranges of how that can go. Like confused, insulted that you're mansplaining.
Now, the thing is, if you did it to a black person and said, you should use this hair product here and pointed to straightener, they would definitely accuse you of being racist.
Yeah. How about, did you tell the masses about my magazine?
Oh, right. Oh, I'll go show it to you.
Okay.
Rachel got a pretty special.
Pretty special.
Pretty catalog in the mail today.
I already picked something out that I like from it.
So, when I first saw it, I just thought it was a funny title for a magazine. It's called a catalog. It's called Especially Yours. So I gave it to Rachel. She was in the bathroom. I said, here, Rachel, this is especially yours. Then we looked at it. What kind of catalog is this? First of all, it says human hair event on the front. I found that odd. A human hair event? First, I thought maybe it's like adding more sheen and body to your hair. But no, it says heat styleable human hair wigs. That's all right, looking through the catalog. And I realized that all of the models in the catalog are black. And now I see also it's got these like Africa dresses in it,
Oh wow, yeah.
Rachel, was this the one you picked out?
No, but that may take over the one that I picked out.
Was it this one?
Ooh la la, looking like going to church.
She's ready for Kentucky Derby.
She's ready for the Kentucky Derby.
That lady is ready for the Kentucky Derby.
That's a good outfit for the Kentucky Derby.
It really is, yeah. Okay, so which of these three horrible outfits is the best Kentucky Derby outfit?
See, there's something about the green one that is a little bit more special than the cream one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the white one looks funny because it's got all those fluffles on the shoulders.
Yeah, I can't.
You got all those fluffles on the shoulders?
Yeah, it's a little bit too much fluffle for me.
Yeah. So anyway, clearly, this is a magazine for black women. But it's addressed to Rachel LaPalosa.
Hi, Mr. Bobby. Yeah, so that's my special magazine. I mean,
it's especially yours, Rachel.
It's especially mine.
Which of these wigs do you prefer for you? Which one?
For me?
You think this blonde one?
It's kind of like Ellen DeGeneres right there.
Who's that? Who's that one?
Who would that look like?
Oh, who's this? This is like mod hair.
Yeah, that's like 1960 mod hair. Yeah.
Except it's more brown than here. What about this gray one?
I can learn. I like that.
You can practice
you
being
practice
old.
being, yeah.
So anyway, fortunately, the human hair event lasts all the way until August, I guess. So
So I guess I did inherit some transracialness.
you did. Well, as soon as you got engaged to me, some of my
That's
transracialness
what
must have transferred into you, and you became black long enough to get onto that mailing list.
Mm-hmm.
No, we did not ask for that magazine.
No, I did. Yeah, I did not ask for that magazine. I actually did ask for a magazine. I was looking for Cosmopolitan today.
All right, we didn't see it at the store.
Yeah, we didn't see it at the store. I did look.
I forgot to look at the cash register.
It's all right.
The thing is, if it were a magazine for black women, but it had clothes that Rachel liked in it, she'd buy them.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Maybe, but you know, the thing is, all the clothes in this magazine are horrible.
They're very dramatic.
Like, look at this. Who would wear this?
Not me, I wouldn't wear that.
It's too much.
Wouldn't that swallow me whole? Like, I feel like even pattern is so big on it that.
Yeah, it's just. Or this horrible, horrible pink outfit. This is terrible.
Ooh, that's a lot of pink.
And look at the shape of the shirt. Like, what's it even
asymmetrical.
Doing? What's it even trying to do? It doesn't even know what it's trying to do. Or like this. Are you saying I'm in a pan flute band? Is that your message?
That is kind of the message.
No, especially yours. These clothes are all terrible. That's
a coat. Oh my god.
It is absolutely hideous. It's like they tried to make the ugliest coat they could. Is that hideous? Or is it just me? Hideous. And I'm pretty much of a fashionista. Okay, so you can take my word on these things.
You are a fashionista. You like the pattern on. See, okay, the pattern on the coat might not be bad on like a shift dress, if you know what I mean by a shift dress, like one of those mod dresses.
Oh yeah, yeah. If it weren't so long.
Yeah, like it goes.
But she's being generous. You're wrong about the patterns too. These shoulders. What is this? MC Hammer shoulders?
Too big.
It's ridiculous.
There's a lot going on there too.
Yeah, ridiculous. You know what? You might have been not able to see it close up enough. From a distance, I might have thought that initially too. But when you look at it more closely,
look at this. It's just like such a big bow. That would annoy me so much.
She's saying, "Oh, look at this ridiculously oversized bow I made. Oh, like a big present." Yeah. Terrible. Okay, I guess this isn't terrible.
No.
But it's still a bad version of something that could be good.
I like the color the most, I think.
Well, I like the bottom part of this shirt and the pants together.
They do look good together, that shape.
From here down to the bottom.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like peplum style, which is very feminine.
Now, what are you? A zipper or a piano? That is terrible. Look at this thing.
Oh my gosh.
It's so terrible.
Oh my gosh, wow.
If I'm going to say one that's not so terrible, I'm gonna say this one here. This one's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. I think it's too structured for me a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on you, but
For being something.
for this catalog,
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm trying to find some sort of silver lining in this catalog. This one's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
This is terrible.
It's so ugly.
What are you trying to do here? Like, pick your era.
Yes.
You want to be 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s? Or
Yeah.
you can't, don't be all of them at once. What is this horribleness? Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
so
god.
Bad. No.
That's
Even
so
on the
MC
back.
Hammer.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know,
Look
these
at
ones are
this.
terrible too. But this is so MC Hammer.
Yes.
And these ones are also terrible.
That mismatched
This one's even
padding.
worse. This is the worst right here. Oh, I see. It's not white. It's like light reflective.
Sheen, yeah.
Whoever designed this collection needs a swift kick in the rear. I agree with you. Horrible.
Yeah, sewing machine revoked.
Horrible. What in the world? I mean, even if it were Kentucky Derby Day, I'd still say, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like so much billowing.
Yeah, stop billowing so much. Or this horribleness. It's like somebody took a bad hotel painting and made a dress out of it.
Oh my god, that's a perfect way of describing it. Ew. Even the color of the yellow is just so
It's just
like
putrid. These are both horrible. Like, are these bat wings?
they look like it, and being sheer like that. Like
I'm a bat. A big yellow bat. This totally looks like a Halloween costume.
yeah, it does. You can like dress up as like a 80s businesswoman.
This. What kind of nightmare on my visual palette is this?
Honestly, if you brush it to her, you could probably hurt yourself. It's so pointy.
This is another early 90s hotel painting turned into a dress.
It is. Early 90s painting turned into a dress. They should just say that's where their inspiration came from.
We took our inspiration from the very worst of hotel paintings.
Like, where? Who sent me?
What is this? What is this? What are they doing with this dress?
I'm so glad you are a good fashion critic.
Okay, this you could pull off at Kentucky Derby.
Yes, you could. Absolutely.
You can pull off this one at the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby, for sure. The hat's not too over the top. The color's not too over the top. The detail is very minuscule, which is good.
Where are you going to wear this? Where are you going to wear this clothing to? A shrugging contest? Doesn't the shirt make it look like she's shrugging?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't know why I wore this either. Terrible clothes. I'm glad you're not especially
There's my
mine.
robe. What is it called?
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Wire robe?
I call it Admiral of the Space Fleet. That's the only way she's an Admiral of the Space Fleet.
That's one that like stood out to me first. I was like, that one's for me.
Space Admiral. Oh, that's what they call it. Oh, it's a color block choir robe. Wonderful. Anyway, that was a fun adventure in horrible clothing. I like to judge horrible clothing. I had a lot of fun judging the hats with Rachel on Saturday.
Yeah, that was fun. You know what we should do? We should, because you'd be really good at it. We should not watch the actual awards, but watch the before the awards shows when you get to see what everyone wears and judge what they wear.
Yeah, I bet our videos would do pretty well of us
Yeah.
judging that stuff.
Uh huh.
Yeah, because I'm pretty fashion smart.
Yeah, you are.
I know. I don't necessarily know why something's a good callback, Ruben. I don't need to. I don't necessarily know why something doesn't work, but sometimes they do. Like the description of those ones being like hotel paintings, or that one looking like a space admiral.
Yeah, and even when I was trying on wedding dresses, like the last one I tried on, you were like, "Oh no, it's too sparkly." Like for what we were having, like it was too sparkly. I was like,
Too many
"Oh,
bubbles.
yeah."
Too many bubbles and bee banglings.
That's how you helped Helen Gurley Brown.
Yeah, I helped her too. I helped her pick out her wedding dress.
You did?
Yeah, it was a beige miniskirt that she settled on. She didn't end up going with my advice.
Maybe she's trying to impress her man.
No, she said she wanted to look like a naked ghost because her skin was beige.
Oh, that's how you look like a ghost.
A naked ghost.
A naked ghost.
Yeah. It's like you're all, instead of all white and misty, you're all tan and misty.
Cool. So like West Coast ghosts look like?
No, beige, I mean, not tan. Like this kind of tan.
All right.
You know, like
Yeah, like regular.
pinkish gray.
Yeah, pinkish gray.
Yeah. They should have a color of paint called white man's scrotum. It would be pinkish gray.
Pinkish gray. White man's scrotum. Can I take a third?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
And here you go.
Thank you.
You're talking about my color of paint, Just Davis? You want to paint your room white man's scrotum? Kind of a wrinkly pinkish gray. I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party and I attended with my real face. Well, who decided how to be a costume party? I'm pretty sure Jeff Shaw's life suit is just a regular party.
Yes.
My jacket makes a poor costume. Well, I guess my costume is regular guy, right? That's my costume. Howdy, kid, says Mac Daddy. Salma Hayek is hot, says Mr. Bobby.
That's random.
Isn't she pretty old now?
She's like, yeah, she's old and she married some billionaire. She's doing nothing. You know, probably being a philanthropist.
I think she started a boat building business actually called Selma Kayak.
Selma Kayak. How smart! Everyone's going into like different kind of like businesses today as a celebrity. It's good to have your name on something. So
yeah, so that's her. She handcrafts, quote unquote, kayaks.
Cool.
Really, she's got a sweatshop in Bangladesh.
She has a sweatshop in Bangladesh.
Yeah, making her kayaks. She says handcrafted on the side of it, but if you look in the small print, it says in Bangladesh by 6-year-olds. So. It's like, finally, somebody knows how to make good use of a bunch of 6-year-olds. Anyway, I'm not judging you when I looked over there. I'm sort of in my head a little bit anyway.
How are you? What are you thinking about?
This stuff, but what I meant by that is I wasn't really processing my things I was seeing very much. I was just looking over in that direction.
But your mind was somewhere else?
Yeah, my mind was on what I'm talking about here. Mostly on Franz Kafka, because he wrote The Metamorphosis, The Penal Colony, and neither of them were very good. I read them both, and I didn't particularly like either. But, I like the word Kafkaesque.
What's Kafka? What would be an example of something that's Kafkaesque?
This thing. It's a little hyperbolic to call it Kafkaesque, but this bureaucratic tyranny by the post office. It's like if you've got to fill out a form to get the form you need to fill out in order to requisition something that you need in order to apply for a thing to bien. So just so that you can have a yard sale, that would be Kafkaesque. Like, chock full of pointlessness and red tape and bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Un-American bullshit.
Would you be able to roll me a joint?
Yeah, sure, I could roll you a joint.
Thank
you. What would you do if I rolled her a joint? I think she would then smoke it right then. That's why I better not roll up that joint so that she'll be able to smoke it within 10. Yes, I roll joints for my Rachel today. Yes, I roll joints for my Rachel right now. Yes, I roll joints for my Rachel right now. Or does she need all these joints? Yes, she needs lots of joints. Will she get all these joints? Yes, she'll get all these joints. What will I do when I'm done rolling joint? Well, I'll say, Rachel, here, there you go. And then I'll be able to stop singing song. And until then, I'm not quite done, So I'm rolling joints for my Rachel right now. There. Okay, Rachel, your joint's ready.
Thank you.
And as for me, I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette.
I'll follow you.
And as for me, well, that's the beginning of a whole nother story. The year was 1922. The continent, Asia. The city, Shanghai. I was negotiating with some rice vendors for a good deal on their local wares, when of a sudden, a Shanghainese whore approached, saying something I didn't understand. I said, listen, lady, I have no interest in your foul wares. And that's when all the trouble began. about 10 years later, I was launching the Great Depression by crashing the Titanic into the New York Stock Exchange. There's just a few of the exciting things I've done in my life. You know, I always say it's important to be like Leonardo da Vinci, a man of all fields, a man of all geniuses. You hear a lot these days of people talking about a polymath, right? You know, somebody who's good at a lot of different things. That's why I started smoking. I figured, hey, this is something I can be good at that'll help me achieve the status of a polymath.
What's a polymath?
Someone who's good at lots of different smart things.
Hmm.
Like Leonardo da Vinci or Richard Feynman.
Who's Richard Feynman?
He used to be a physicist who taught at Caltech. He was also a really good musician. Or like Tom Lear. Also like well, he taught logic at UC Santa Cruz. Conditional logic, so. Obviously he's an NTP. He writes great, hilarious songs too. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he was when I went to college, which was 30 years ago.
30 years ago, huh? 1993?
Yeah, 1994 was my last year.
Oh.
Took me 5 years for my 4-year degree.
That's good. You're a super senior.
Yeah, well, I took a semester off after in my sophomore year.
Good for you.
Halfway into my sophomore year. Yeah, I was having hard times.
I know what that's like.
And I went back to LA, and that's when I worked at the deli. They called me Deli Eric the Deli Man.
Deli Eric the Deli Man.
I worked at Anthony's Italian Deli on Baldwin in Arcadia. It hasn't been that for a number of years, but it used to be. We'd get such a busy lunch rush. All the people would stand in the line, and I'd say, "What do you want?" Take their money, give them their change, put the order on the thing. Sometimes they want a scoop of olives. You gotta scoop out the olives into a cup, you know. And when it was moving fast, it's like, okay, now you get this, now you do this, now I'm gonna give you this, now you give me that, now yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun.
Kind of works like a chain line almost, like in a good way. Like that's how like the restaurant business can be too. Very much so. Like,
it works like a factory line in a musical, where people are like,
yeah, chain line in a musical, totally about a deli.
Yeah. I'm getting you cheese. I'm giving you things. I'm taking your money, and here's your change. Like that.
That's beautiful. Deli, the musical.
Yeah. But what if I run out of Pepsi-Cola? Whatever those needs to be called, you know. That'd be like the sad song in the middle. And then the lady would rush up to the window of the deli with a replenishment of Pepsi-Cola meats. But the guy would have already just turned out the lights and walked out the back. And she was just dropped the cheese on the ground and walked sadly away. This cheese I got, it served no purpose, and now I walk so sadly home. That'd be one of the songs in it too. The next morning he goes to open up the shop and he sees birds pecking at the cheese. And he says, "Oh God, what have I done?" Then, he catches her, she's flying away at the airport, and they get married and everything's fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how it always goes in those movies. Or musicals.
Yeah, true. They end up together.
And she's about to get on the airplane. "Antonio?" He goes, "Baby, I don't care what it takes. I can't get in the frame." "Baby, I don't care what it takes. I don't care if it's all the cheeses and meats in the world. You and me are like a sandwich. We're better the next day." Oh, and the meats and the cheeses go flying through the air. Everyone is celebrating, hooray.
That's how the musical will go.
That's how it ends, yeah.
Someone sent $4.99. Thank you, whoever that was.
Pretty romantic. Yeah, I write a lot of romantic musicals. Why didn't we type anything? I mean, it's actually hard for me to see the chat on the phone. I might think that more inside, but I don't really think that when I'm outside. I figure, okay, I'm going to have to be disconnected from the chat for a bit because I can't really read what they're saying very easily.
Yeah, it pops up and then like 7 seconds later it's gone.
Yeah, it fades away really fast. So I can read short comments. Well, you know what I think I'd like to do right now? May not be the end of the stream. Is I'd like to run through Cloudy Day in Los Angeles.
Sure.
Which, another opportunity may come up to play at an open mic or something in town, and I'd like us to generally stay in practice with at least that one song, so if we have one song we can go play to an audience if the opportunity presents itself.
Sure.
It's been a while since I played the guitar. So I'll tune the guitar. Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA, There's something to say. Life can strangely be forgiving to those who stay awake all night. And mostly voices say to give in. They'll try to sap your will to fight. But whether I'm supposed to be here or just be soon forgotten, noise is sort of based on what I see here and also on what I avoid.
It's a very rainy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, struggles still to come. The day is nearly done. Someone buy us some more time.
Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I know sort of evangelist, but I have something to say. There's something to say. Great. That was great, Rachel.
Thanks, I thought that was great too. You sounded wonderful.
You too. Sounded beautiful. Sounded fantastic.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jeff Shaw. When I was younger, it seemed that everything gleamed. I don't know what happened to me, but I've lost that sense of urgency, and I don't think that I'll ever see it again. If you follow my lead, you'll discover I'm loster than you. And you'll wanna know the way to get back out to wherever it was you thought you knew. And wherever it'll be, just like today, I'll be lost then too. It's a matter of mood as much as a matter of will. And the things I do and the direction I point to still seem a part of me, though departed leave. And I wonder if I'll ever see them again. Bumpa-dee-da da 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 do dee da 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 do. Bumpa-dee-da da dee da dee do ba-ba-dee-da da da da. Thanks, darling. Would you like to sing Wonderful Kitty with me?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. Wonderful, wonderful kitty, such a fabulous old friend. And now it's wonderful kitty petting time again.
Just let me pet you.
Don't walk away.
It's petting time and
Wonderful, wonderful kitty, having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself, making sure you got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulousness I've never encountered before. And on that, I want to pet my kitty some more. Just let me pet you. Don't walk away. It's petting time. Hooray! It's good. We need a little practice.
yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. That is the nature of stuff. Stuff needs practice and practice needs stuff. Otherwise, you're just going to stink in your butt. That's why children have that nursery rhyme to remind us. Well, the Yankees are beating the A's 2-1, but the A's have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Whoa.
Fortunately for the Yankees, it's minimally hitting catcher Shea Langoliers is at the plate. I've never seen this guy get a hit.
They don't have any outs, though.
I never see this guy get a hit. This guy doesn't get a hit. He's not the kind of guy that does that. He's the kind of guy who swings and misses a lot. This guy swung at that high pitch. It's 1-2, and what do you bet? He's gonna strike out. He does it a lot. Shea Langoliers, you're a slight hitting catcher in the majors. In the majors. In the majors. In the majors. Shea Langoliers. Took a pitch, now it's 2-2. What you bet is gonna swing right through this next one? Shea Langoliers. Yellow gloves, yellow feet, eyes as weak as a beet. He swung and missed and he strung out just like I said he would. Shea Langoliers.
Oh, yes, he did.
I know my baseball, I know my A's. Shea Langoliers. Not one of these days. He's not so great. In fact, he's not even good. Shea Langoliers. And the minors, you should go. Anyway, now there's one out. And we've got, I believe, recently signed free agent Jace Peterson. It must have been signed before this year. I don't think he played for the A's last year. Maybe he did. I'm no expert on baseball. I'm kind of weirdly an expert on sports, actually.
Like, I learned from you. Even on sports that I've been watching longer than you. Like, I like that. I like learning more about a sport I enjoy, so. Or just sports in general. Like, you have a lot of knowledge about that, and I learn from it, and I like that a lot.
I like to think I'm a smart sports watcher. Well, Rachel will attest to the fact that very frequently, what I say after something happens, the announcer says that right after.
Yeah, right after.
Up mountain, going to the low, far from the city below. Going to the low, up mountain, going to the low. Drive up those windy roads, mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. Mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on the trees. Going to the low, up mountain, going to the low, far from the city below. Going to the low, up mountain, going to the low. Gonna drive the windy road, mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. Mountain sunshine on the trees, far above the smoky city. Mountain sunshine on those trees. That's a loaf.
That was so good.
Well, my voice kind of lost it there at the end, but thank you anyway. I see my music playing has lost all but 3 of the attendees. Well, so it goes. El Nino, my ass. You call those storms? Where is the rain? Those drizzles don't count, I drizzle more when I pee in the sink, which is just the right height to catch all the undesired splatter. And when I'm done, I'll go outside and climb a ladder. I will go up there and take me a bucket and pour water inside. And I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. Thanks, Acacia. That's why they call us the heart melters.
Yeah, we're the heart melters.
Why does this show is being edited May 26, 23? Is somebody editing this? Did you look at this or something?
No. I would tell you.
Huh.
That's weird. March 26th?
Yeah, it's 2023.
May 23rd?
No, March 26, 2023.
Oh, 2023, yeah.
I don't know.
Someone looked at it.
Oh, well. As far as I know, it's only ever shared with one person. Let's try to do this one pink and blue style. You want?
Okay. Which one on pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
30,000
days. Too many expectations.
Not even worth a damn. 20,000 nights to sleep off the intoxication.
Otherwise, you won't escape the plan.
I've wasted half my days.
Trying another's ways.
Who can tell me my priorities?
Is there anyone who knows the key?
'Cause I'm tired of doing it wrong.
Want direction and have along.
Wait until I know. Or is that just hesitation?
Clarity's no good once your chance is gone. But I need to show. Is it so below my station?
I'm tired of doing it wrong. I've wasted half my days.
Trying another's ways.
Who can tell me my priorities?
Is there anyone who knows the key?
'Cause I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, I think I'm doing this wrong. 'Cause I think I'm doing this wrong. Doing it wrong. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. You want to try to sing Amelia with me?
Sure.
Try to play a little slower then. Amelia, go from that place. Take unto you the details of your case. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove. What will they say when they look at you then moving sideways in the space you're in and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia,
Can't you see?
that you and I will never be. Amelia, yet you're still free. With too much opportunity to leave out in the rain, Amelia. Amelia, we're watching you. Well, for sure. No matter what we do. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove. What will they say when they look at you then moving sideways in the space you're in and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see? You and I will never be. Amelia, yet you're still free. With too much opportunity to leave out in the too much opportunity to leave out in the too much opportunity to leave out in the rain, Amelia. Not too bad.
No, not bad at all.
Do you want to join me on the chorus of this one, which is Yeah, you guys both have lots invested, or you want?
Where is it? I
Or you
will.
just sing the whole time. It's fine. But if you feel like this part, I don't know if you how well you know this part, or I don't know if you how well you know the song. Sing along if you can, if you feel.
Okay.
Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? It seems so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you refraining from him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Yeah, you guys both have lots invested. That's not a reason to stay around. Through the years, you've both been tested. Time to move up, find higher ground. Oh, he came here with her, and what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you refraining for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Be done with him. Wow, your intuition is great, Rachel.
Thank you.
I have never done that before, ever, and you read it perfectly.
Thank you.
The first time I've ever done that. And she was right with me. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Let's play this song. Can you be responsible for the scroll down when it comes time? Just middle scroll.
Okay. Just brooding here won't do any good, but brooding's more and more my style. I seek the true ways of standing where we stood, 'cause I've been stuck here a while. And that's despite a natural selfishness. It makes it easy to have fun. But
Put it in the gut, become a fist, as all my visions come undone. I tried to string, distract, and dream the afternoon away, but having new reality bear down on every day, and for a bit I am out of it. Still unsaid.
Still I need get out of me.
Need get out of me. What's up inside of my?
Seems like everybody's so sensitive and ready to just get mad. I see the simple ways of living like a kid, 'cause who wants to be the dad? Have we lost our sense of scope and scale? Our capacity to laugh? The sense to know when not to rail, and how to tip the golden calf.
I tried to string, distract, and dream the afternoon away, but having new reality bear down on every day, and for a bit
I am out of it.
I'm out of it.
Still unsaid.
Still unsaid.
Still I need get out of me.
Need get out of
What's
me.
inside my head?
The stuff inside of my.
Still I'm sad. Sad for me. Sad for her. And
to the bone. Still I'm sad, so sad for me, or sad for her. Unhappily, what you call sorrow, I call home. Down to the bone. Still I'm sad, sad for me, sad for her. Unhappily, what you call sorrow, I call home. Down to the bone. Good job. Way to rock those jammies like a rock star.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
You rock like a rock star.
Well, you know, a little amphetamines can really help you play the guitar better.
I'm gonna really help you sing better.
Well, why is this song making me want to scream like a girl and flash your boobs? Because it tugs on your root chakra. That's why.
That's definitely why.
Hi, Susie Poozy.
Hi, Susie.
How are you, Z? That song yanks on your root chakra. What's happening to her? The song is yanking on her root chakra.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah. Thanks, Acacia.
Thanks, Acacia.
Maybe I should play Satchel. See if we can make Boba Fett appear.
Sure.
Now I am curious to see if it will make Boba Fett appear.
Right? I am
So
too.
I'm gonna play it real quick.
Do you have a song list of that?
Yeah,
I
let
don't
me.
know all the
Yeah, I'll pull it
words.
up to it. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Unless you want to just sing it on.
No. I like it when you sing with me. You're always welcome to sing with me on anything. It's just the things that you can't sing yet, like the call and response part to, or the, I guess it's sort of call and response to a Gabi Weatherman.
Yeah.
We just have to practice it more, that's all.
Okay.
So, Satchel of Helpful Goose. There. Every life lived reaches the time when the road splits in two. There are times, hard times, times of despair.
Times when it's hard to feel good. That's when I'll look for my sack full of solvency and that satchel of helpful goods.
Satchel of helpful goods. Satchel of helpful goods. Satchel of helpful goods. We skipped the second part of the chorus this time.
Oh.
Every life lived reaches the time when the road gets to the end. When I'm there, will there be anybody nobody else around? Or will I travel all alone? That's when I look for my sack full of solvency and my satchel of helpful goods. Yeah, that satchel of helpful goods. 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 Satchel of helpful
Good. Yay.
You sounded great singing it.
Thanks, you did too.
In general, I prefer to have you sing songs, you know. We work better with you being the main singer than I mean, my songs work better with you being the main singer than with me being the main singer, and with me being the background singer, by and large. There might be a couple of exceptions, but as long as that you can sing, it sounds better when you sing.
Well, that's nice to know.
So did Boba Fett get here?
Yeah, did Boba Fett get here?
That's it. I'm naming my daughter Acacia. You know what, Delilah? I'm sorry. I'm renaming you Acacia.
Mm.
What do you mean it's too late to rename me?
What does Delilah mean?
It means that later chalk cut off Samson's hair and made a loss of her wig.
Cut off?
Samson's hair
Uh-huh.
and it made a loss of her wig.
Oh, so...
Delilah's the woman who makes men weak.
Oh. It's true.
Delilah's the woman who basically snips the balls of her man.
Yep.
Hair is a metaphor for balls. Cuckfusa. Sup, Cuckfusa.
Yeah.
Contract under Guadalupe Fur Seal. What's up?
What's up?
I remember Cuckfusa's name. Still to this day, I know what it stands for. Do you remember?
No, I don't.
It just said a contract under Guadalupe Fur Seals.
Wow. Contract under Guadalupe Fur Seals.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you got married to someone from TWFP.
Me too.
Susie.
Me too. And I love that you made him your bitch. Good for you. You always did wear the pants in that family, Susie.
How was the pizza that you made? Were you happy with it? You know, sometimes I get like...
Just joking. You know, he's so devoted to you, you know. You clearly wear the pants in that family. What was a little sad?
Oh, the pizza.
Oh, the pizza was a little
Oh,
sad?
that's alright. I've had sad, like, I've made sad things before.
Did you decorate it with the pepperoni to make a sad face on it?
Yeah, did you? Because that's how you know it's sad.
Yeah, he is the best. He's fantastic. I didn't mean any insult by that at all. I just meant to say that I love you guys as a relationship. You wear the pants in the family. And Abraham is just hopelessly devoted to Susie.
Is that how it is between us? Like,
Well, we're both hopelessly devoted to each other. But I don't know. You wear the secret pants in this family.
I like that.
Rachel secretly wears the pants in this family.
Yeah, secretly.
The thing is, I walk very carefully so that I never give her anything to nix, you know, or to object to. When I do, then you know, she's like, she gives this look. Like, okay, my bad.
I know, and I'm.
Rachel does a surprisingly excellent job of enforcing her boundaries. Surprising to me because I do such an excellent job of not crossing her boundaries. She almost never has to enforce them.
Mm-mm. No, it's great.
I don't want a band of harems.
I'm so glad you don't.
I don't want even any more than one woman.
I'm so glad you don't want that. That you want that too.
Yeah. You know how I am, Rachel. I like sex consistent.
True.
Maybe it's my tool function.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's just, who knows, because nobody can explain sex.
People try and it's miserable.
I've never been able to explain it at all. I have a harem emotionally.
What? That's crazy.
That means, Rachel, you're the equivalent of 6 women's worth of emotions.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have the power of 6 women's worth of love.
Wow.
It means having sex with you is so incredibly gratifying that 6 other women combined would never even be able to begin to have such good sex with me.
Oh.
That's what it means, my darling.
Thank you.
I'm in a polyamorous relationship with you and your phone. Rachel's also married to her phone.
Sorry.
It's just a joke.
It kind of is true.
Yeah, you know, I thought I'd recapture a little bit of my pants in the family. There was a
Oh, I see.
with that comment.
You did.
Yeah, we understand each other so well.
Yeah, we do.
We really do. For not actively talking about anything that we might have to understand very often, we understand each other very well without having to say a whole lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice. No, some philosopher quotes I like, Mr. Bobby. I was like the other day, I really liked that Voltaire quote. I thought it was fantastic.
Really, yeah.
I judge quotes on their merits. I do not get jealous because she's quoting other people besides Eric. She has never one time quoted Eric.
Yeah, I don't think she ever has quoted Eric.
I am very opinionated about those quotes. That's true. Some of them I hate and think are terrible. Some of them I think are fantastic. And some of them I don't even bother reading out loud because I think they're meh. Yeah, Mr. Bobby's part of my emotional harem. If that's what he's saying. If you mean...
Yeah, then he would definitely be in the emotional harem because he talks to you a lot.
You're one of my important concubines. One of my important emotional concubines, Mr. Bobby. Congratulations.
We were talking about how it's hard for men and women to have, like, we're friends and we have friendships with, like, other couples.
Well, we're
like,
friends with Lou.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like neither of us maintain relationships separate from the other person
Yeah.
with opposite sex people.
Yes. So we were saying how it's difficult for men and women to be friends. Um, do you mind if I talk about an instance that's like,
Go for it.
so there was a time when I was dating someone who had a best friend who was a girl, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Like two of my best friends, like I thought having a girl be, you know, I was fine. Um, in fact, I was like, oh, that's great. Like, you know, it shows that you guys have been like you've understood each other for a long time. Um, I started to get upset though when it started to feel like that he wanted to. Like I couldn't tell. Um, but he like she would go to him about her husband. So she would talk about her husband to Chris instead of talking to her husband. And I was like, that's like pretty weird. And then they would like smoke together, but she couldn't, like, her husband's a cop. So like, I don't know, they would like talk very intimately about like a lot of like intimate things that I feel like should have been between.
You shouldn't be bitching about your partner to another person in general.
Yeah. It didn't rub me. It rubbed me the wrong way. Like there's being supportive, but like how much can you take of that? It was like does she wish that she had you as a partner instead? Like, or I don't know. It just, yeah, very sus, Mr. Bobby. It was. Um, and I like only mentioned it like a little bit. I only like said, like, hey, like why doesn't she talk to her husband about like these things that are like bothering her? Why does she go to you? And he didn't really have an answer. But I said, I was like, it makes me kind of feel strange because I don't know if that's like considered emotionally cheating. Misfortune says, yeah, I don't agree with that behavior. Then again, I don't tend to complain about my husband to anyone. I wouldn't want them to get the wrong view without all the info, obviously. That's true. They do absolutely like say, um, like, um, they say that you shouldn't complain about your husband to anyone because then they have like ammunition and they'll like, you know, yeah, you shouldn't complain about your husband to anyone. I believe in that just because like it gives people like ammunition, especially like people who aren't really happy for your relationship. Um it gives them like ammunition to like give you their opinion, and people are always thinking more about themselves than they are other people. So Misfortune says it's a fine line, of course, because then people getting abused may not know either. LOL, it's so hard to discern. Like Pam and Jim and their affair? Well, yeah. See, it's funny that you say that because it's actually hard for
Eric to get through the office, not only because of like Michael Scott cringe, but because of like how Pam and Jim got together. Like it wasn't like totally kosher. And I know that there's like even Reddits um about people who like stan Pam's ex. What's his name? Ron? No, what's his name? Roy. Yeah, there's a Roy. Like, there's like Reddit people who have Roy, the Roy fans, because they feel bad for Roy because Pam did him wrong. Um, I don't like really see it that way. I mean, I do. The way that they started like was wrong. Like she should have broke it off with him. Like, but I don't know. I don't know why they went that track. I don't know why they went that way. I guess to add drama. Well, I mean, Michael Scott is kind of cringy. Like,
When you're done chatting, if you feel like it, or when you feel like you don't want to talk anymore, bring the phone out here. I'm gonna start chipping away some great stuff.
okay. Um, Fortune says the problem with shows is they make you root for the true love. Like, how can you be mad about that? But fact is, they still did it in a shitty way. They did. It's true. I think about how that show might not age well because um, some of the yeah, he is meant to. Susie's right. He is meant to be the embodiment of cringe or something. I mean, he is very cringeworthy. I mean, and some of that stuff is not going to fly with like the younger generations. I hate to say it, but it's true. Um, like one thing that I think is funny, but I don't think would fly anymore, is in one of the Christmas episodes when um, Michael Scott gets dumped and he's sad. So Jim and Dwight bring him. Is it Jim and Dwight bring him to Benihana's, and Michael Scott brings the two waitresses that he thought were cute back to the office with him. They're both Asian of some sort, and he says that he can't distinguish which one he like was flirting with the most from the other, so he figures it out and then puts a black marker line on the Asian girl that he like was like mainly with. So well, yeah, he was drunk, but like, and I know, and I think that is funny. That's a funny concept, right? He's so like out of touch that he like can't even distinguish like one girl from the other because they're like both Asian, and he like he's not really into them. Yeah, right. Exactly, Susie. That Mark thing is dumb. It just shits him as a white male or something. Yeah, right. It just like it makes him look bad. Like I don't think it would. I just don't think it. Some things like I don't think would fly. Um, like there's one episode about like um racial ethics in the office, and there's a lot of like stereotypical, offensive, yet funny things that are in it. So I feel like the millennials will be like the last generation to think that stuff is funny. But yeah. Misfortune says some people think all white people look the same. So I mean, it is an unfortunately true occurrence in real life. It is, well, that's true. Some people do think that all white people look alike. They do. It's just not talked about as much, you know. I don't think. See, the thing is that like Gen Z always kind of like stands with millennials a lot of the times. I mean, we have petty arguments about like which part is better, your middle part or a side part. Like that's like the like extent of our fights, right? But I actually don't think that Gen Z is easily offended. I think they're very intelligent and are very aware of what's going on, and um like certain things just don't fly. It takes a lot to offend me too. I just don't think that The Office will age like wine. I think it'll age a little bit more sour than that. Maybe it will age like wine, like, and it'll just be like sour in the end. Yes, I agree, Susie. There are woke Gen Z and the Gen Z that woke up to smell the flowers and more normal. Yeah, like there are a lot of Gen Zs like who do vibe really well with millennials. Um, I mean, they even emulated millennial style with like Y2K coming back and like the chunky hair highlights in the front parts. That's very 90s. Um, Mr. Bobby said there are two types of people: those who laughed at Michael Scott and those who cringed without laughing. Those who didn't laugh should be executed. See, I wouldn't go that far. I think Michael Scott is funny. I like the show. The Office is one of my favorite shows. I still sometimes cry at Jim and Pam's stuff. Like it does get to me, but I just wish that it was somehow more um I think it'll speak for its time. Like it's going to be like known as one of like the best shows of the time. Although I would argue that the best show of that time era, like um well, the best show of that time period, like 2005. So like 2004, 2005 is when um The Office came out, I believe. And then in 2006, Mad Men came out, and that really changed television in a big way. It took dramas more seriously, I believe. And it made like um, shows that had budgets like HBO on regular cable television, which was a big deal. Um, but I think even better than uh yeah, Mad Men was AMC. Mad Men is great if you like history. It's not a show if you don't like history. And Mad Men also, like, for some people, like, you have to get through the first two. Yeah, Mad Men is pretty triggering for for people too, actually. Like, that's another one too. That is triggering because it's got a lot of sexism in it. But the difference is that it's like a time capsule. Yeah, slap on the secretary's butt. That's cringy. It's so, but it gets better. Like, those characters who act that way, like, justice kind of comes after them a little bit in the show. So it's like, because it shows how in the 60s the times changed so much. And those slaps on secretaries' butts were like not looked at as okay by the end of the show. Um, but so maybe it was just so maybe it's just a sign of the time, like 2000, late 2000s. You've got this comedy that's kind of cringing and trying to make a statement on how when you're naive, like, people aren't going to take you seriously. And then you have Mad Men, who's showing, women at the workplace getting slapped in the butt. So both of them might not age well. I hate that. I hate saying that because I really liked Mad Men. Like, I really thought that the character of well, I liked the main boss like really a lot. What's his name? Shit. I don't remember. He's the main guy in John Hamm's character is like fucking horrible, but like Betty in it is like a fucking terrible mother too. Like the way that she treats her children, like you see. Yeah, the guy with the white hair was totally sexist. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Don Draper, but he's such like a broken character, and then he finds himself like it's good. It's a really good show. I would recommend it to anyone who likes history. If you don't like history, then you're gonna get offended by stuff that happens in it. Like, I mean, even if you are like cringy about drugs, like there are some people who are cringy about drugs and Mad Men addresses drugs in it too. Yeah, he was a good character. He's a complex character, and that's why um, it made for such good writing. Like, there are times where Don Draper is like fucking on the money and he's totally right. And then there's times where he's like a disgusting pig and you like can't believe what he's getting away with. And like The Office does get better where they have like Michael Scott like falling in love with someone who is similar to him, and he kind of like mellows out because of it. Like she like balances him out. I mean, I think he only lasted maybe like 2 seasons after that like relationship kind of went to an end. But like but yeah, Eric does get cringe at things that Michael Scott does. Yes, he was very hapless. And if you were a social type, I mean, like a sexual, he was probably like a sexual variant too, because he was like constantly wanting to be in relationships. It's not lame of Eric. He can have his taste of things. It doesn't mean that like you it doesn't make him lame. You don't have to like the same things. I mean, like I said, there are things that make me cringe now on it too. Um, I don't love that the way that Pam and Jim started. Like rewatching it, I'm like, oh shit. She really like didn't deal with that well, and he didn't deal with that well either. Um but then she gets hers, right? Like it's kind of fun. Like Jan becomes like a funny character in it, and people in the office kind of like mock her a little bit. Jan was the worst to Michael. She was the worst. I like Kevin and Creed also. I thought Kelly is funny. The way that she is about what's his name? What's his name? Kelly and yes, I did watch Parks and Recreation. Susie. I liked it. Also, that was another show that I watched like alongside The Office. It's funny, everyone like Ron Swanson is the best. He's the best character. Actually, there's like a lot of good characters in Parks and Recreation. And I think that's why what makes it so good is that like there's not just like one character that you can like on there. Well, it's confirmed by Eric Cami9 that Pam was most likely an ISFJ 9. So she's gonna be meek, Yeah, like Amy Poehler was really good as the head parks lady person. She was really good at playing like that type A. I really liked Andy. He was funny on it. What's her name? Oh my gosh, the one with the dark hair, who's like, she's kind of like how you would like think an INTJ would be. Who's like close with Ron Swanson. What's her name? Hey, Oliver Linehan. We're talking television show. Yeah, I get that too, Mr. Bobby Chris Pratt playing the dumb child man is like gets a little bit overplayed, but then like other characters around there like yes, April, I love April. She's so funny. Yeah, she's the secretary who like sends people everywhere else when they have questions. So funny. Oh my gosh. John Ralphio and his sister make me laugh so much. Like you could tell that stuff was like improv. So funny. I love John Ralphio and his sister. I forget what her name is, but she's played by Jenny something. Yeah, John Ralphio is so funny. When he goes around, he's so over the top. So, what's his name though? What's Aubrey Plaza was one of your celebrity crushes as a kid? LOL, that's cute, Oliver Linehan. She seems cool as hell. Like, I sometimes judge celebrities by whether I would hang out with them or not. And Aubrey Plaza, like I would want to hang out with her, but like I don't know if she would want to hang out with me. I hope she would want to hang out with me. If she's an INTJ, we would definitely get along. If she's like really, because she seems to be kind of dry in real life. She has a dry sense of humor. Hello. Um, what's his name? Tom? Tom was pretty funny, like pretty funny. I always thought that what's his name? Yeah, I could see her as Wednesday Addams, like if they had a movie or something. But they already have, like, it's hard for me to picture like another Wednesday Addams so soon after the latest one. Like, I don't mind what's her name, Rodriguez, right? Something. What's her name? The new Wednesday Addams from Netflix. She does a good job. I heard she's like a bit of a diva, like Ortega. Sorry, my bad. That's really like is it Jenna Ortega? Is that her name? She does a great job. They said that she actually was so committed to the character of Wednesday Addams that if a line wasn't playing the way she thought Wednesday Addams would say it, she would either scrap it or she would add her own thing. Which I was like, wow. I mean, that's ballsy for like an actress who's up and coming to do. But yeah, I thought she was well suited to the role as well. Her eyes make you uncomfortable. Why? Because they're like sleepy looking. Susie says she also refused to do a love triangle thing they wanted in the show. I kind of like that. That they've really had faith in her, for her to be like, you know, making like demands, I guess, and them agreeing with her, not condemning her, which is good, which is really good. I think yeah, it does seem wrong. Wednesday Addams seems like totally someone who would either not be in a relationship or like be fully committed. Cami9 says she's got SP Enneagram 4 eyes, LOL. I actually like her hair that dark. Like, she went lighter for the Grammys, I believe, and she would murder her pet husband every Friday. She lightened her hair to like a brownish color, and I was like, oh man, like I kind of wish that she like stuck with the goth a little bit. But she's a very like independent woman, it seems like, Jenna Ortega. So it's like she's happy to be in the role of Wednesday and to be someone who plays it so well, but I think she wants to separate herself from the character too. Yeah, so I think that Aziz Ansari is an ENFP. Eric was saying that he could possibly be an ENTP. So there's a possibility of that. He's definitely an NE dom, but I for some reason feel like he's an ENFP. Like even before, even like watching like Master of None, and seeing like some of his like live comedy, and seeing on Parks and Rec, I thought, oh, he's like very like ENFP humor, but he could be an ENTP. I don't know. But yeah, Jenna Ortega's an interesting character. It's refreshing to have someone who's such a strong personality in such a young lady. It definitely means she won't get pushed around in Hollywood, which is good. LOL, Mr. Bobby. I was so upset when Amy Poehler and Will Arnett broke up. I was like, oh man, my comedy dream couple is no longer. It must be hard to stay together in Hollywood. Like, I heard about Reese Witherspoon divorcing her husband. Oh yeah, that's right. They were a couple in Arrested Development. You're right. I liked Arrested Development a lot. Arrested Development's a good show, especially the earlier seasons. But yeah, I heard that Reese Witherspoon was getting divorced from like her husband. I'm like, oh man. And then it was like really, I got like really upset here because I didn't even know that Taylor Swift was in a 6-year relationship. I had no idea. I thought she was single. I thought she's been single for all this time. But she was in this like super secretive relationship. And then after 6 years, they like just broke up, and they broke up recently, and like it like really like affected me like in a way that I wasn't predicting. Like I couldn't predict. Like I was like really like, wow, like putting that much time into like a relationship, and then it it ends. Oh, she's with the lead singer of 1975. Interesting. I only like know one 1975 song. I think I only have one of their songs on my playlists. I gave them a shot. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of them. But it was big. Like Just Jared was like listing off like the people who unfollowed her ex. I was like, oh, that's tough. But now Taylor's with someone else, so she'll have new content. So I guess Taylor's not one to like being single, which I get. I definitely feel that. Let's see what Eric is up to outside. Although I won't be able to talk to you guys. Oh, really? Heard on the radio, LOL. Chick was saying she doesn't think he'd be a good match for Taylor. He's too much of a partier. Mr. Bobby, did the girl like know of this guy? I mean, it could possibly true. I mean, who knows though with Taylor Swift? Maybe she'll I don't become a partier. Like she doesn't seem like the partying type. Like she seems like she likes to have a good time. Like I would want her at one of my parties. I think she would be a fun person, but I don't see her as like a rock and roll. Mr. Bobby says she also said she wanted a single Taylor again. But when was the last time she was single? She jumped from like Calvin Harris right to the guy that she just broke up with. So she's never really single for very long, which like is fine. Like I get that because I'm very relationship person myself. But I get that. I think the longest time that I have been single was like like 8 months. I had 8 months where I was like single. Yeah, because like I did date around in periods where I didn't have a boyfriend, but like I was like dating people from like Bumble or whatever. But I was mostly a relationship person. Like even when I was like on like Bumble and what's the one where you swipe right? Hinge. Not Hinge. I was never on Hinge. It's such a bad app. It's like really just for hookups. Yeah, so like is Taylor's trying to keep like her like relationship with the 1975 like guy like undercover. I can't believe she kept this past one undercover for so long. Like I really had no idea that she was like with anyone. I thought like good for her. She's been single for so long. I didn't know how she was coming up with material because she's like notorious for making songs with a muse in mind. Like she usually will talk about her boyfriends in her songs. Taylor Swift songs. Songs about you if you've dated her. Susie says men around her get paranoid, I imagine. Yeah, like I think this past guy was kind of in that category of being paranoid. It sounded as if she was interested in him and he may have made stipulations like, you know, I really want to keep this on the DL. Will you do that with me? And she was probably like so smitten that she was like, yeah, sure. And it worked. I mean, like I said, like I thought that she was single. But she's got like a good reputation. It seems like she has a good like good relationship with her brother. She has a lot of friends in high places. So, you know, it would be hard to date Taylor Swift because she's like extremely popular and she's extremely famous. Like you're going to get eclipsed by her. So it has, you know, like you have to be, I would guess, see like, but like the 1975, you need like a solid dude, like an salt of the earth kind of dude for like Taylor. Not like a rocker partier. I mean, but who am I to say? Because Um, I used to get told that I should date a police officer. So, I'm who the hell do I know? Yeah, she is the lead character. So like you would definitely need someone who is okay with her um as the lead character, and or shares the spotlight in just the same way. Like, I don't know. Cause she's dated like it's like she dated two big stars. So she dated like a few like big stars that like it didn't like they're like she eclipses them. Like even like Harry Styles, she was when they dated like she was bigger really. I mean One Direction was big, but like she was bigger, and she made like she did not like she doesn't say who she like makes songs about, but she was definitely written about Harry Styles and in not such a pleasant way. So she was the lead in that. And even when she dated Jake Gyllenhaal, like Jake Gyllenhaal is very well known in Hollywood. Like he's one to take. Like he can pick like pretty much whatever script he wants right now because he's such a well-known name in Hollywood. But they didn't last either. Like I don't think that he could take all the fame that she has. So, Taylor, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what type she is. So I don't know what type of personality MBTI wise would be good for her. Why is it unnatural though for mainstream female artists to actually have a healthy relationship? Why is that unnatural? It should be it should be the goal to have a healthy relationship for like most people, whether you're famous or not. I mean, what is unnatural though? I don't know what you mean by it. Hmm. I think the community consensus on Taylor Swift is ESFJ, but I don't know if they're correct, says Oliver Linehan. Actually, Eric has just like briefly thrown out possibly ESTP for her. And I could see that too because it would make sense being TI polar and writing about your relationships in your songs and thinking that they won't affect people. She's always saying that she's not writing about her relationships, but she like always is. They're like the people that she dates like definitely are muses for her. Yeah, she dated Tom Hiddleston for a very short time. She's also like very self-assured. She's very headstrong. She's been able to keep her personality the way that it is, without much influence from Hollywood. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Mr. Bobby, that she dated Jake Gyllenhaal, but he was even like, whoa, like you have a lot of fans or you have a big fan base. Like, I'm not sure. Or like, whoa, like the paparazzi are in your face. Like, I think Jake Gyllenhaal likes a more low-key relationship. I don't know if Kanye made her famous. I think she made herself famous with Romeo and Juliet. That song is like so big. That song is going to be known for that time period for a very long time. But I'm not sure that you can give Kanye that credit of what she's built for herself. Joni Mitchell wrote about her relationship in songs and once broke up with David Crosby in a song. She sang twice in front of him and the party, and hello, maybe Joni and Taylor have the same type. Joni Mitchell's probably, and I've talked about this with Eric too, an INFP. She's very in tune with her emotions, and her songs will make you emotional. It's like she's like a great example of an INFP songwriter because she's pretty consistent. Like, she's consistently good. As in, there's like, for some reason, her aesthetic like really plays out well in music, in the music that she sings. Like, the album Blue by Joni Mitchell is so gut wrenching. I don't know if Eric is coming in. How many of you guys want to see what Eric's up to? Hi, Winston's mom. Glad you're here. Well, Eric says that Taylor Swift is probably an ESTP. No, Eric is scraping off concrete from our retaining wall right now. Do you guys want to see what Eric's up to? We just won't. I will try to keep up with what you guys are saying. Hi, Trubs.
That just trying to work, but I opened up this whole new area now, which is satisfying. You open up a new area, it's like the low-hanging fruit hasn't been picked yet.
Wow, really, like, you've gotten a lot off. I don't know if everyone can see that pile of gray concrete next to his feet. Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get to a new area. I was making slow progress most of the time I was out here, but now it's picked up.
Here, I'm gonna get my phone and then I'll talk to you guys. I'll be able to answer you guys from my phone, from like reading my phone.
I'll be right with you guys. I'm pretty tired of doing this at this point, but I figured might as well get the easy pickings of the new area, you know. boy. That's what I like to call exercise, run some exercise. I'm training for the Olympic concrete chipping trials of 2028. Oh shit, this is maybe Jeffrey. Forgot about that. I have to end this. I have an appointment at 7. Well, anyway, I'm done chipping. Yeah, okay. All right, friends, I gotta go. I forgot I had an appointment tonight. I'll see you later.